China obviously has very close links with the United White States Army, and the United White States Army supports the Three Brotherhood Alliance, the Palau, the Kokang, and the AA with weapons. And the Chinese also have a relationship with the KA, the Kachin Independence Army, but that's a more troubled relationship because the Chinese don't really trust the KA, and the KA doesn't really like to be dominated by China either. They have to cooperate. They have some kind of understanding of, because they share a common border. But take for instance when the Chinese told the KA not to capture Panghua from the border guard force, they went ahead and did it anyway. So they're acting more independently. And they're not getting any weapons from China or the WA. They have their own gun factories. They do get some ammunition from the WA, but that's about it. And they're talking about the MNDAA, Kokang, and the Palau. They're much closer to China. And they really have to take into account what China says and does. That's why there's now more or less a kind of unofficial ceasefire up there. And I think also the Chinese would like to see the MNDAA evacuate or leave Lashio, because it's bad for trade. I mean, Lashio is a big trade center for the north, and it's been totally disrupted by the fighting. Whether the MNDAA is going to do that or not, it's hard to say. But still, those two armies are so dependent on China, so they can't really act independently. AA, the Arakan army, is much further away from the Chinese border, obviously. But if you see what is happening there as well, it's interesting because they're taking over most of Rakhine State, but not Sitwe and Chokpyu. And there must be the Chinese who told them that stop it, leave that alone. Because they can also put the squeeze on the AA if they want to. Partly because they did get weapons from the WA, but also because the leadership of the AA is based in Laisa and Kachin State, not really in Rakhine State. And very often they go for negotiations and talks with the WA in Paksang, and I'm pretty sure they don't walk. They must travel through China, escorted by China's security. So they have a relationship with the Chinese as well, but it's not as tight as that the Chinese have with the Palau, or with the WA, of course, or the Palau or Kokang. So China's next step, it's very hard to predict, of course. But I wouldn't be surprised if China is trying to negotiate some kind of deal or whatever between the AA and the junta. If they will succeed or not, that's hard to say. But certainly it's not in China's interest to have total chaos around this very important port they're building at Chokpyu. And that is, at the end of the China-Myanmar economic corridor.